Do you think KD's injury takes away from the Raptors' accomplishments in these finals?
No, I don't. And I'm somebody that picked the Warriors to win this series. Obviously, I was wrong because I had them in 6. And now they might get bounced out in 5. So there goes that prediction. But I will tell you that when you look at what the Raptors have done in this series, you can't take away from what you've seen. Kawhi Leonard clearly is a superstar in this league. There is no doubt about that. But when you consider the way Lowry has played, the way Van Vliet has played, the way Siakam has played, obviously you take away his three-point shooting because it's about at 18%. But everything else he's done has been stellar. When you look at Ibaka, who's come off the bench, 6 blocks one game, 20 points another, and the level of production that you've gotten from them, then when you see their efforts collectively, defensively, how focused they are, how they play together, Nick Nurse and the adjustments, choosing, electing to take Van Vliet and insert him into the starting lineup for the second half of both games 3 and 4. You understand, because of what happened in game 2 and how the Golden State Warriors ran roughshod over them at the beginning of that third quarter with that 18-0 run in game 2. To make that adjustment from Danny Green to Van Vliet, you see the adjustments Nick Nurse has made. You're reminded of the multitude of starting lineups he threw out there this past season, his willingness to take chances, make adjustments, the way they play together. And then last but not least, for them to leave the court after sweeping the Warriors in Golden State. No smiles, no celebration, locked in, focused. It tells you they're locked in. They know what's going to be required. They know it ain't over till it's over. Mentally, emotionally, and the way that they've played, you simply cannot say enough about how the Toronto Raptors have played thus far.
Well, I predicted the Raptors to win this series in 6 games. And
feeling good about yourself?
Yeah, but of course, it takes away when KD's not playing because, guys, I wouldn't have picked them if KD was playing in this series. And it's no knock against your Raptors. I think very highly of them. It's a commentary on what happened when KD joined the Warriors. He joined a 73-win team that had just been in back-to-back finals and had lost 1 in the last possession of the 4th quarter in Game 7 at home. And KD joined that team. So basically the message KD and the Warriors sent is they believed that the only way they could ensure themselves championships is to make the game non-competitive. They put together a roster so devastating that they reduced the NBA to a non-competitive league once teams played the Warriors. So does it take away from, well, of course, because you guys weren't going to beat the Warriors if KD was healthy. But he wasn't healthy. And we knew that going into the series. And I'll tell you something else, which is important about your Kawhi Leonard. KD, with all the finals MVPs and people like Stephen A. Smith saying he's the best player in the world, the reason he can put up the numbers he does is, first of all, he's an all-time great, obviously. And second of all, you can't double KD. You cannot leave Steph Curry and Klay Thompson to double KD. What are you? That's a suicide mission. You can't do it. And so KD is facing single coverage and getting all these points. And offense is what he does. Kawhi Leonard just gave you, in the finals, in a pivotal Game 4, 36-14 with 4 steals and no turnovers. And he faces 2 guys plus minimum every time he touches the ball. So I'm hoping KD plays tonight, because I want to see the KD-Kawhi matchup one-on-one. But understand, once he comes back, the Warriors are a better team than you guys. They have too much talent. But you know what? Even if he does come back, you stake the Raptors to a 3-1 lead, you ain't winning this series, whether or not KD comes back. Kawhi's going to get him regardless.